Okay, should I nominate?
Yes, you should.
How about I nominate you, Nardos.
I actually don't have any personal wins. That's why I skipped. So you can nominate another person. Yosef.
Okay. Um, okay, let's nominate maybe Abigail. Abigail.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My district's personal win. I guess my PC was, I was having some trouble with my PC and it got fixed after a very long time. I guess that's it.
Okay, Abigail, you can nominate another person.
I don't know. Al-Kidan maybe?
Al-Kidan is streaming. Can you nominate another person?
Alana?
Ayana? Okay.
Yeah.
So, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's difficult to find personal wins, but maybe I can mention that my friend was selected for a government public works program for unemployed graduates. He graduated last year. Yeah, maybe that's.
Okay, Ayana. Thank you for sharing us your personal win. Can you nominate one more person?
Calcutta.
Al-Kidan can't share his personal wins because he's streaming. So another person, please.
Okay, Ashina Fidajana.
Okay. Ashanaf.
Okay. Thank you, Ayana. Can you hear me, guys? I'm audible. Okay, nice. My personal wins for this week. I just started a movie. It's called a serious movie. It's called The Rocky, and it was a nice movie. I just started the season 1, and for education part, I just start remote education, and it was also nice. It's actually my personal wins. For nominating, I will nominate Zamani, if you can hear me.
Who?
Zamani.
Okay, so thank you so much. So as a personal win, I think I can say that I was able to attend all the classes this week. So I think all the class of my my lecture class. So yeah, I think I can say that was my personal win. So thank you. Do I have to nominate another one?
You don't have to. Thank you so much, Samuel, and everyone who shared us their personal wins. We can go to the next part of our meeting, which is organizational updates will be presented by Amber after a few minutes or an hour. I don't know, I'm not sure. So now we're going to go to the human resource updates and it will be presented by David.
Hello everyone. Actually, it's not an update. It's announcement. If you check like when we're at Hewlett or abroad office, we used to update our daily plan regularly. I don't see that's happening right now. So teammates is for you. Make sure teammates write their plan regularly. So we don't make any action or any measurements. So it's gonna be the first and last warning. I try to make these announcements from the beginning. I don't see any improvements. I have to remind everyone, every team lead as well as every team member to write daily plan. So make sure everyone write daily plan. And the second one is giving heads up. I know we are in a new country, the environment's new. So because of this, you might feel sick, and we have seen the pattern. Now and then our teammates got sick. So when you are sick, let us know. You can reach out to me, Emre, Clement, or Dave Finance. They're gonna help you. Make sure you write the heads up and go to clinic. You know the case of B, it could be a good example. Before we go to that stage, we have to check up. We have to go to clinic or a pharmacy to get a painkiller or anything. So make sure everyone reach out to us when you feel sick and write heads up, and we make sure you get the best treatments available. So if you have any question or anything to be added, is it? If not, it's for mine.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dave, for the updates on human resource. Next, we have Ethiopian education updates, and it will be presented by Saleh.
Okay, everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, so I will be presenting European education updates. So let me first start from the wins. Last week we had contest analysis and pair programming sessions. It was held on Monday, the contest analysis session. It was a nice session. We helped the students to absolve the contests on the Saturday problems, and then we had a bunch of pair programming last week. And the other one is student mock interviews. So for the internal interviews, we need 5 mock interviews. So we have told the students to do mock interviews with with themselves and also on the prompt. So they are having that, and most of them are finishing and submitting their results. So that's another win. The other one was a system design lecture. It was given for all the 3 schools, and it was a nice and helpful session. So that's another win. And the other one, the ongoing kind of win, is G7 education. As you all know, we are trying to open like applications and the like for the G7 education. So promotions are partially done. We were trying to promote the education, the application on different social medias, and also we are planning to hold an in-person public kind of session for all the 3 schools. So that's another kind of partially done win. And the other one is selecting interview questions. So we are preparing questions for the interview for the G7 education. That's another one. And the other one is we have planned to have the public session with the community. It was a remote session, so it has already held at around 3 p.m. today. So that's another one. And we have almost finalized internal interview preparations. We have gathered the number of problems students solved on different platforms, on code forces, lead codes, and their consistency, their attendance. We are gathering different stats to know how much students are eligible for the internal interviews. That's another one. And we have started the 21st round of one-on-ones. These are on the wins for the plans for next week. On the first part, we have first round of internal interviews contest. So seeing the stats and seeing the students mock interviews We will be opening an application for the students, for the G6 students, in order to apply for the internal interviews. So those who are eligible for that will be having an internal interview contest. So we are planning to have that. The next one is first round of internal interviews. So those who are eligible and who successfully completed the internal interview contest will be internal interviewed. That's another plan. And the other one is to finalize the student stats. We want to finalize student stats, their consistency, their attendance, and everything for each school and for each groups. That's another plan we had in mind. And the last one is concluding the 21st round of one-on-ones. These are the wins and the plans for the Ethiopian education updates. If there is anything unclear, you can raise it.
Okay, if there are no questions, thank you, Dasaling, for the updates on Ethiopian education. Next, we have remote education updates, and they will be presented by Mikias.
Okay. Thank you, Nardos. I'm going to give you. Okay. I'm going to give you guys the updates for G6 education, both the wins and the plans, and also the G5 second year education. The first one is the project phase learning track sessions being continued. As most of you guys know, the project phase have been started like for the past 2 weeks, and each students have been categorized based on their tracks, and they have been working on their projects. Should I start from?
Can you guys hear me? Okay. So Mikias, you can continue on the updates from remote education.
So I'm going to continue with the G6 education weeks. The first one being the project phase learning track sessions continued. It has been 2 weeks since we started it, and it has been continued. Our mentors and teachers of education closely monitoring our students and guiding them throughout this phase. And the next one is the G7 promotion session. Round 2 will be conducted today, tonight I think at 8 p.m. The first round of this session have already been conducted, and we have been pushing and suggesting. The second session for G7 promotion is going to be held today, and the other one is the internal interview planning activities being continued. We have been preparing and finalizing. What about now? Okay. So the internal interview planning activities have continued this week, and I was going to state it in the plans, but we're planning to start the internal interviews next week. We have been informing our students to, even though they are in the project phase, they shouldn't be far away or apart from solving the essay questions. We also had a weekly contest last week. It was a merged contest between the in-person and the remote education, and it was a successful one. We had a lot of students participating in it, and we've seen a good result. So this was the updates for G6 remote education, and for G5 second year education. There was a plan to meet with Brooke Melissa to review the UI and UX design for the project, and it was successful. The team have received comments on how they can improve the look and feel, and yeah, those comments have been reviewed and updated, and based on that, they have updated the UI and the UI UX design. And the other one is we've successfully onboarded Ashanafi to lead the mobile team. And the two things that are still in progress is the first one, WhatsApp and Telegram multiple features with password reset. It needs more research and it's still pending. So we're going to continue working on it the coming week. The other one is product endpoint integration. It is also pending, and we'll continue working on it. Next. So these are the plans for G6 education, G6 first year education, and G5 second year education. For G6, we are planning to continue with the project phase learning tracks. The students, so far they have been enjoying it. Yeah, they have been doing their tasks. They have been reading the materials, and it is going successfully. So we're planning to continue with it the coming week. The other one is start the internal interviews. I've already mentioned it earlier. We're finalizing the final things, the minor touches, and we're planning to start it next week. And the other one is the weekly contest. We're like, as you guys know, we always have contests on Saturdays, and tomorrow we're also planning to have one. So this is the plans that we have for G6 first year education. And for G5 second year education, we're planning to continue working on updating the UI UX. Like I've said earlier, we have received comments from Brook, and based on those comments, we are planning to update the design, continue updating the design. And the other one is we're planning to check the deployed website and the design for any missing features. And lastly, we will start take lead sync for weekly plan and report. So this is for G5 second year education plans. Good. Okay. The other one is Rwanda education updates. I'm going to start with the wins. The first one is the AUCA presentation. For this presentation, we have been preparing for it for more than a week. The first presentation or the first meeting that we had was with AUCA school, you know, basically authorities with the officials, and it was a successful presentation. I've mentioned it in the earlier weekly wins. It was a nice presentation. Ibre gave an amazing insight into the whole essence of what A2SV is. And on Wednesday, we had another presentation that focused on creating awareness about A2SV for the students. And it was also successful. A lot of students you know, uh, have been gathered, and then we managed to basically explain what everything is it's going to be, how the A2SV program is not going to interfere with their normal class schedules. They also had some questions. Me and Emre had to answer them at the end. So it was a very successful one. You can actually see the post on LinkedIn. It have already been posted. The other one is interview preparation toolkit. So the interview preparation toolkit for all bodies, which is either for remote applicants, for AUCA and University of Rwanda applicants, and for Ethiopian schools. We have already prepared a toolkit that would help everyone to gauge what's coming and prepare for it. Basically, it has everything. It has everything that they need to know and they need to prepare for both the behavioral and technical interview, the topics, the questions. Even we have prepared interview preparation question sheet, and in that sheet, for example, for AUCA, we've prepared 40 questions, in which 15 of them are really mandatory, and we expect them to review the topics that we recommended, and based on that we expect them to solve those questions. And for every school uh, there is a prepared interview preparation toolkit along with the question sheet, which is going to be posted later today. So I believe for AUCA it has already been, but for the other schools we expect it to be posted today. So these two have been finalized. The other one is the posters for promotion in AUCA. So Melissa was the one designing the posters for the posters, and it was a good design. It looks very nice and beautiful, and we have already shared it with the officials in AUCA, and you know this is about the posters and the plans that we have for Rwandan in-person education. Is we're going to start filtering the application. Currently, last time I checked, which is this afternoon, we already had 44 applicants from AUCA only, and from University of Rwanda we had 6. So we hope that the coming days we're going to have more applicants after the post that is going to be made today. So based on that, we're going to start working on the application G7 application filtering process. And the other one is finalize preparing interview questions uh, after the deadline, the G7 application deadline. There, of course, there's going to be interviews for the students, and for that we need to prepare the interview questions, and we're going to finalize doing that. And finally, the interviews hopefully are going to start next week. So these are the updates, the wins and the plans for Rwanda education. Thank you.
Thank you, Mikas, for the updates on the remote education, Rwandan education, and everything. So next, we're going to have marketing updates, and I will be presenting it. So I'm going to start with the wins, and then I'm going to go to the plans. So to start with the wins, we have our weekly Monday motivation post, and we also covered the AUCA opening ceremony on our social medias. You all should go and take a look because it has a very detailed descriptions of what happened, and there are also pictures and video will be posted next week. To start to the next completed task, we have the public info session covered on social media. It's also has been broadcasted on YouTube, so anyone who would like to take a look at it, it's on our YouTube. A2SV YouTube, and then we also finalized on the team video editing. We'll be publishing it after this meeting for the engagement purposes. And that's all for A2SV. And when we come to adults, we had an informative carousel posted on adult socials, and then we will also be having a quiz after the meeting. We finalized the social media and software engineering hiring campaign. It has been posted on A2SV generally, and for the core devs, it has also been posted on their individual accounts. And next, we are almost done with the content plan and collaboration with Akil and Escalate. We basically have what we need to complete a 1 month content plan for both Akil and Escalate. So when we come to the plans for the next week, we are going to continue having a Monday motivation, but we are planning to change it to a video instead of a normal poster. So that's one, and then we are also going to publish the team video, but it's going to be after this meeting, and then we're going to have an update on remote education, so that it encourages more people to apply to the G7 education based on what they can see on the updates on remote education. And then we're going to also have a detailed G7 application for both remote education and in-person education. We also are going to have the highlights of AUCA ceremony, but in a video. And for adults, we're going to continue the quiz and informative content campaign next week as well. And for Akil and Escalate, we're going to finalize the 1 month content plan, and we're going to start the campaign next week. If you guys have any questions, please. And if not, we can continue to the next one. Okay. So if there are no questions, we're going to continue to the core dev updates. First, it's rated and it will be presented by Natnail.
Thank you, Nardos. I'll start from the wins. So for this week, we had wins of indexing restaurant registrations for Kigali restaurants. We've also implemented menu building and image generation for the backend. We've also implemented Rwanda language support on our mobile app. We also have implemented menu management on business admin. We've also had uh, basically QR menu and ordering functionality implemented, but it's ongoing. So we plan to finish it next week as well. And for our plans for next week, we plan to implement QR generation for from the web. We also plan finalizing addressing the third round of feedback on mobile. And we also have a plan to deploy Reddit app on the App Store. It was an ongoing effort from this week as well. And we also plan to work on QR generation from the backend side, as well as implement it on the admin side for the business. So I think that's it for Reddit. If you have any questions.
If there are no questions, we can continue to the next core dev, which is Escalate and. Okay. What's our total number of indexed restaurant in Kigali?
Okay, so I think we had like 42 before today. So if we add it together, it's around 50.
Okay. Thank you, Nathaniel, for the updates on Rated. We can continue to the next core div, which is Escalate, and it will be presented by Clement.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to present our weekly wins. So our weekly wins, starting on the technical side, we've been able to design and also develop the client page in Escalate. And there's a hired button which is also has been also added to the developer page. On the management side, we have been able to inject a new pool of talents in the list of talents in Escalate. On the business side, we have created an acquisition roadmap. So this one is for the client acquisitions because we need clients for our developers. So we've created this acquisition roadmap, which we are going to be reviewing this coming week. For what you're going to do this coming week, we are going to design and develop the current shortlists, upcoming meetings, and notifications. We are also on the managerial part. You are going to shortlist, interview, hire a mobile and web developer, through Akil. And as I've told you, the acquisition roadmap, the client acquisition roadmap that we created this previous week, this week that we're ending, we are going to review it in this coming week. And also something new that we're going to start in this coming week, which we have been working on, it is to create Escalate Upwork agents. Because at Escalate, our job is to give opportunities to the developers that we already have. And Upwork fits into our scope. So with that, we'll also be able to showcase to you what this Upwork agency is going to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Clement, on the updates about Escalate. Now we're going to continue to the next core div, which is Dime, and it will be presented by Zamanuel.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope I'm audible.
You are.
Yeah, so I'll be present. My name is Amonil, and I'll be presenting the weekly wins for our project Dime. And as a weekly win, we were able to pay back Dime backend integration for Momo transactions, which is a Telever app which is a Telever app like in for Ethiopian side. So, and we were able to do the send money and exchange rate features integration with the payment service API. And we were also able to exchange rate and send money integrations with the payment service for the website again. And we were able to hold internal demo for the web and mobile, and which was successfully done, so that we can create internal discussions before going to external comments. So, and as an ongoing wins, we were adding transaction tracking API with the database support to update payment flow. And we were also able to partially deploy the Dime API to the. We were working on the deployment of the Dime app to the Google Play for internal testing. So for the next plans, we were so we okay. So we have plan to add transaction tracking API with database support to update payment flow. And as a second one, address feedback from the internal demo, which was done this week. So the third one is to integrate the updated transaction API for the mobile and the web. And we will integrate it into both the web and the mobile clients, which will help us to get a unified payment experience across platforms. So the fourth one is to publish time for the internal testing uh, on the Google Play. So which was an ongoing win this week. So and the last but not least the last plan is to resolve push notification issue on the backend side. So these are our plans for the next week. And if you have any question or doubts, you can present now. Thank you.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, Zamanuel, for the updates on time. I don't think there are questions. So
Okay.
we can continue to the next core div, which is adult, and it will be presented by Dr.
Thank you, Nardos. Hello, everyone. So I'll proceed with the weekly wins for adult project. So we'll start from we updated the project to the latest Flutter version, and we have released a new iOS version. So we had difficulties in releasing the iOS version because of different issues which were occurring due to the different issues on the iOS, and thanks to Link. So she dedicated her some amount of time to have our iOS version with the new updates and new features. So we have released the new iOS version, and we added an auto saving feature for the baby kick counter. So previously the baby kick counter works as when the baby kicks, so the mother has to tap the button and she has to save it again. So what we have updated this is she has to just tap it once, and it has an automatic saving. It saves automatically within 5 seconds. So we added an auto save feature for the baby kick counter, and we changed the name to baby kick counter. It previously says kick counter, which doesn't really represent the feature. So we added the baby word. So yeah. So we refined some UI designs on the homepage. So there are many things that we are currently updating regarding the designs. So we have refined some of those. And the next one, we added sending invitation from the mother to the doctor. So previously, the one who invites the patient was the doctor, but we did the reverse section. So we have successfully added the sending invitation from the mother side to the doctor. So our next win is we meet Bryce Diven. He's a D-News Africa's journalist. He's a young journalist, and he was here, and we have tried to show him about A2SV and some of our products. So he's willing to introduce us to different international media systems, which will be a great win for all of us, not just for adults. So we have met Bryce Stevens. It's one of our wins. So the next one, we added dynamic topic fetching to the insight page, the website, and we have built a reusable component for empty, no result states in admin search. Yes, so our next one is to finalize and submit the ODS grant application. So we had a limited time this week, so we will finalize it and submit for the ODS grant applications, which directly goes with our platform. So we'll finalize and submit it today. So our next plan for next week are we have to refine some of the UI designs for the measurement and vital section. So on the measurement and vital section, there are a lot of words which are wordy and not easy for the users to read, and we have synced with Brook Mellasa, and we are going to refine some of the designs for the measurement and vital sections. So our next plan is to continue making our regular social media posts. As we know, currently we have a good engagement on social media posts, so we are trying to increase it bit by bit. So our next plan is to finalize the Telegram and WhatsApp integration. Actually, this was our plan last week, and we had many priorities, so we failed to do that, and we are planning to finalize the Telegram and WhatsApp integration next week. So our next one will be to continue addressing the feedback. So we are continuously reviewing our apps, different features regarding the contents, including the medical content. So we'll continue addressing the updates. So the next one will be continuing reviewing the dashboard, and we have reviewed the dashboard last week, and we are still planning to continue reviewing it. So the next plan will be to release the Android release for both the mothers and the doctors app. So the Android release was made last week, and we are also releasing it again because we have many updates regarding the Android application. So our last plan for the next week is to add a feature on the chatbot which helps during abnormal measurements results. So this is a new one. So what we have thought is if there is any abnormal features that the client is using, so if she sees an abnormal results, it's going to lead her to the chatbot, and the chatbot is going to react to that. So it says like you have to go to the nearest clinic, you have to do this, you have to do this or something. So we are planning to update the chatbot feature regarding the abnormal results that the patient can encounter. So these are our plans and wins. So if you have any questions, please forward them. One question that is about the grant application. If I remember correctly, the deadline was today. Yes. Yes. Do we know now? Yeah, I am hopeful that they're going to have until midnight, maybe. Yes. But we have tried to finalize most of them, and probably we just need a few minutes or hour. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fasum, for the updates on adults. Next, we're going to continue to Akil, and it will be presented by Yosef.
Okay. Uh, Thank you, Nardos. These are our weekly wins and plans for the next week. Our wins include the first one is we have finished the new and the updated promotional content for Akil. This will help us strategize and have enough content for at least a month to post on different social platforms and to promote our platform. And also we have gathered feedback and reviews for posted job opportunities of Akil. So we have gathered different feedbacks from different members of our team on the performance of our platform and the different features that could be added or also could be updated. So it was a very useful feedback, and we were gonna implement and improve based on those feedbacks. And also the next one, we have finished the web implementation for role-based access of both organization admin and staff. So we have finished the implementation, and we're going to be deploying it in soon. And also we have developed the organization follow and unfollow feature. We have also fixed the issues and improved the UI for applicant opportunities list. We have improved the UI and the UI so that it's better for the users to access and use the features that exist in there. And also we have implemented, we have not finished yet, but we have implemented the AI assisting job searching functionality so that when we press that, it will fetch the jobs that are recommended to us based on the AI analyzing our resume. So this is a nice feature that we have added, and we're going to deploy it right after we finish that. We're going to deploy it also. And we have also optimized the my applications in for bookmarks page, and also we have fixed issues and improved the UI for organization opportunities list. So these are our wins. Our plans for the next week include we're going to continue finalizing the improvement that we have stated till the A2SV launch. So we're going to keep working on that, improving our platform, and also adding new features. And we're also going to improve the structure, the layout, and the UI of both applicant detail and organization details. And also there are some other pages also that the users going to be interacting heavily. And also we're going to implement export to CSV functionality for our applicants list. This issue, this feature has been actually initiated by Embre. So we had some issue with to exporting the details of our applicants. And the way we're doing that is using manual methods by fetching the data from the database. So we're going to implement a new feature that where an organization, the organization can export the applicant's data into A2SV format, which means an Excel sheet format automatically. So this is going to be a very useful feature, and we're going to implement that. And also we're going to add an editable preview for post opportunity of functionality, and also we're going to add a multi-step in interactive opportunity seeker registration process form, so we can gather more information of the applicant or the opportunity seeker from the moment that he or she registers. And also the next one, we're going to finish the organization follow and unfollow feature on the web. So the backend is complete, so we're going to implement that feature on the web also. The next one, we're going to update the applicant profile page to be more interactive and add additional elements, improve its interactivity in both the UI and the UX, so that users can, especially applicants, can get more done on that profile page, and also have a much more better functionalities and features on that profile page. And the last one, we're going to deploy all the latest versions and changes to all platforms. So once we successfully deployed, okay, Brooke has raised his hand. So Brooke, can you go? Okay, Brooke, you can continue. Okay, so till he continue, let me just finish my presentation. So finally, we're going to deploy all those latest changes and versions to all of our platforms, so that every features and every new updates will be available for the users. So these are our weekly wins and plans for Aki. If anybody has a question, you can ask.
Okay. I don't think there are questions, Yosef. Brooke,
Okay.
do you want to speak? Okay. I don't think so. So thank you so much, Yosef, for the updates on Aki. We're going to continue to the next core div, which is Skill Bridge, and it will be presented by Amir.
Okay. So in skill bridge, our wins are we had review and a plan session with Emre to know our deliverables for the launch. Then after our discussion, we continue generating content and question for Rwandan courses. Until now, I think about more than 17 courses are already generated, and we're completing them. So the other thing is for our application to Kenya Rwandan localization. So the translations are sent to be screened. And the other thing are we updated our onboarding feature to be country specific. We also added French localization to our application. For iOS version of our app, we're finalizing it thanks to Sulbink, Nikki, and Naol. The other thing is the other update are from backend side. We have updated our onboarding and the courses endpoints to be country specific, and we added an endpoint for populating contents and questions. These are our wins. For our plans, we will finalize generating contents and questions for Rwanda curriculum. Then we also finalize the issue with iOS version and deploy it. We will work on contents and exams endpoint to be country specific, and we will integrate those updated endpoints to our apps. And we will have weekly wins in the next week. Finally, we will finalize and deploy our iOS as well as the Android apps to Play Store and Google. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Amir, for the updates on SkillBridge. Next up, we have AfroChat, and it will be presented by Medan. Hi, everyone. So this week, we integrated the localization for the Kinyarwanda language on all of the web pages. We also fixed the coin counter issue on the backend side. We also fixed some UI UX related issues for both the mobile and the web. And we integrated Momo payment on the backend side. And currently we're working on updating the database for the model image and adding Rwandi's personas to our database. And also we reviewed the Kinyarwanda translations with Clement. So next week we're planning to continue working on adding Rwandi's personas to our database, and we will deploy the changes on the web, and we will integrate the Momo payment method on the website. We will continue working on updating the database for the model image, and we will fix password related issues on Google Sign Up, and we will fix payment issues. Thank you. Thank you, Medan, on the updates. Next, we're going to continue to Prepro, and it will be presented by him.
Hi everybody. My name is Yaman, and I will be presenting you the weekly wins for the Pre-Pro project. We have been working on the two sides, the design and the backend side. On the designs phase, we were able to complete the web designs during the past week. In the previous week, we completed the mobile design, and this week we dedicated our time to finish the web design. And we are on the way to get a final design review. Apart from that, we have created the endpoints that users can use to filter entities like lessons and sessions based on different properties and attributes. This could be getting today's lessons or next week's sessions and some other similar activities. And lastly, we implemented file tagging for the file library module. We currently have a file library module that the users can use to upload and manage their class-related files. So we added the tagging and related organizing tools this week. And for next week, we have a set of things on our plate, and the first one would be getting a review on the web designs that are completed this week, and the other one would be we will continue implementing the web components that their design has been already approved, and on the other hand, we were doing automated code review research the past 2 weeks. So we will move this concept into to another step and start its setup in our repositories. And lastly, we will work on some backend features, automated to handle lessons and other related user configuration data. So this is from PrePro.
Thank you, Heyman, for the updates on Prepro. If there are no questions, we can continue to the next one, which is IMCI, and it will be presented by Afomia.
Okay. Hi everyone. I am Afumia from IMCI team. So for our team wins, we have managed to refine most of uh, the designs. We have refined the homepage, lab page, and admin page so that it can fit the system design. And from the backend side, we worked on the laboratory features to handle both the doctors and the lab technicians. So these are the wins for this week. For the plans, we are going to finish the mobile design. We are currently working on the mobile part, so we are going to finish that and get review for it. And after that, we are going to start working on the web design. And for the backend, we are going to finalize the laboratory features. We are completed the features, but we need to test them. So after finishing that, we are going to start the admin implementation. So these are the plans we have for the next week. If you have any question, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Afomia. If there are no questions, let's move on to the next one, which is organizational updates, and it will be presented by Emre.
Thank you very much, Nardos. Another busy and productive week team. So when we take a look at the wins first, the launch plan reviews for all the projects are completed. Assuming that Clement, you had the chance to review it for AfroChat, right? Perfect. So AUKA education promotion, again, we had a very good session. Given the weather circumstances, we did our best. So the event started with about 40, 45 minutes of a delay due to rain because the area they had was open air. So we did our best in the limited time. And today we have also shared our promotional materials with the school management. So we hope that in the next few days, especially over the weekend, we are going to get more applications from one of our first partner schools in Rwanda, AUKA. Next, we finished the definition of the core dev interview process for the next round. And this was a good campaign. I think in total we got more than 400 applications. So this may have some duplicates because we had, let's say, multiple backend positions and the same person can apply. We didn't actually do the unique on the names. So maybe there are 300 people in our 400 plus numbers, but still many of them are very relevant, like based on the AI resume score feature of Akil. We have many qualified candidates. So exciting times are coming. Just to give you a bit of an information on how the process is looking. First, they are going to get take-home assessment. So they are going to build the project offline and then they make their submission through a Google form. And we will evaluate those. Our plan is first evaluating them programmatically with the help of generative AI and based on our capacity, making a deep dive on the cases where things look promising based on AI's evaluation. And after that, the successful ones are going to go through technical interviews. There will be one DSA session, which will be given by Education Squad, which are already getting ready for G7 education. So this is timely. And the technical interview is also going to have one track interview on top of the project assignment that they are going to do before the technical phase. And these are going to be given by core dev members. And after that, there will be one-on-one with the team lead. And then with me or Clement, if everything looks good, we are going to make the confirmations. Next. Oh, I think this one is forgotten team. Sorry. G7 education admissions were already open. So they are still open. Indeed, we are going to extend the deadline to November 15th, right? Bereket. So it's November 10, I guess, at the moment, but soon after. We will do the update and announcement. And November 15 is also coming, which is like almost 1 week from now. So for the promotions, this is the week team. Next, our 2024 taxes are completed. So it took some time, especially because
the year was with some financial challenges. So we had some transactions that we sent money to Wise to distribute loans, etc. So it was a bit complicated to process. But the good news, we have gone over all transactions which the tax team couldn't figure by themselves. So everything is clear now. Hopefully, the next few days, our taxes are going to be filed with no problems for the year of 2024. But one, let's say, sour news. Well, the second tranche of payment from Google, even if it was committed earlier, took place in the year of 2024. So this has pushed our yearly revenue above $300,000. So this also means we need to get audit for the year, which costs like about $20,000. This is what it is. So we are going to look for a solution in the next few days. But yeah, officially we are supposed to get that audit because our revenue is greater than $300,000. Next, lobby, meeting room, and outside branding work is going on. So team, yesterday, for the first time, I have seen one of those big light boxes we are going to put out of our building. And it is looking so great. I wish I could record a video that is going to show it to everybody. I had a limited space on my phone, so I only took a photo, and it doesn't represent the beauty of it at all. So I'm not going to ruin it. That's why I didn't bring it here today. But I'm telling you, it is going to be awesome because I've seen it firsthand with my eyes. When, like in the evening, we turn on the lights in the box. Shines so beautiful, so bright. I hope it's not going to burn so much electricity because based on our calculations, guys, one of those boxes with 12 hours of operations can burn a little more than $100 in a month. But we have the control, so it's not going to be on all the time, depending on our budget. We can adjust. Another thing, like we can adjust based on the traffic. Like at the times that nobody is passing by, even if it's nighttime, we don't have to turn them on. But they are looking great, and when we want to show it, we will be able to show. Yes, next, launch planning. So team, some updates. So maybe let's also go into the plans because this is related with that. Our incorporation in Rwanda, as you know, we have made our application long time ago, but there was an issue because of our name, because our official name is A2SV Foundation. However, based on the categorization of organizations in Rwanda, we are an international NGO. But since we had the name in the foundation, this has confused the team that was evaluating our application. And I had the chance to talk with the lady who is the director in the relevant department. They are evaluating our application. I have given the explanation and she understood. So I also told that because of this delay, the ministry said we may have to push the launch. And she said, no, no, no. Like right now we clarified everything. We are going to write a letter to RGB stating that in the Rwanda operations, we are not going to use the foundation word in our name. And as you know, in our branding and everything, we actually don't use that. So the letter is actually prepared. Biruk Medicine is now beautifying. We will deliver it. And she said that they are going to run our incorporation file first thing on Monday. And one more thing, due to their system, they will send it to us. We will update them. We will send it back to them. But she assured that our incorporation is going to finalize next week. So this actually means another good news because our visas were about to expire. Now that our incorporation is going to be finishing, we will be able to go ahead with the work permit applications, which also opens the doors for Rwanda contracts. So this is going to clarify everything. Hopefully this is happening next week. And for the launch date, well, I will discuss this with Sharon because now, since the date was not clear, we didn't print the invitation letters. And Friday is about to finish. So meaning we will be able to deliver these letters starting Monday. And Monday is going to be 1 week notice. And she was mentioning that 2 weeks notice would be nice. So I will confirm with her. We may have to move the date based on their feedback. But the good news is we get everything ready now. So based on their feedback, we will update the date or keep it as is. All options are on the table. Next, Giving Tuesday preparations. As we discussed last week, this is at the beginning of December, but as you see, time flies, team. So in that regard, on our website, in our fundraising efforts. There are things we need to do. Andre, together with Joshua, they are working on those. And hopefully next week we are going to hear more what things are coming about Giving Tuesday efforts. So this one is hiding from our internal audience. Let me put this down. There is a personal win I want to share, team. Sorry, I wasn't here during the personal wins. My favorite team, Galatasaray. What's that? The video. Okay. This may be a better win. Okay, so team, in Champions League, my favorite team, Galatasaray, got the third consecutive win. And the last one actually happened in the Dutch territory. For the first time, a Turkish team has won a game against the Dutch team in Netherlands. And as the score says, it was so clear, right, who played better. So 3 wins in 4 games, ninth place in the group stage. Things are going really well. If I were you, I would start cheering for Galatasaray. Yes, and thanks to Victor Osimhen, obviously he's from Africa, who is the current top scorer in the Champions League with 6 goals in 4 games. We are doing this great job. Yes, when we take a look at the plans for the next week, A2SV incorporation is coming. Lobby, meeting room, and outside branding work is going to continue, but it's going to be more visible, team, because some of the branding work is going to be mounted. You may have seen the light box for our name in front of the lobby. It's going to be there soon, as well as empowering the brightest minds of Africa once they are ready. And other 4 are getting prepared. Biruk and Hamis are working on the designs. And we will continue with the launch planning. We need to finalize the list of invitees who are going to receive the digital invitations, who are going to receive the hard copy invitations, and we should distribute them. This is going to take place next week. University of Rwanda MOU signing. Well, we have it ready. You know, I didn't have a chance to go pick it and deliver to the university. We will do it next week. And hopefully we will also start the education promotion in parallel to the MOU signing at University of Am I muted? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Okay, perfect. Thank you. So core dev interviews until Tuesday, they have time to submit the project assignments. But after Tuesday, we are going to kick off the interviews. We really want to wrap them up by the end of next week so that next week we can do the finalizations of the hiring. And Giving Tuesday preparations are also going to continue as the date is going to come early December. Thank you very much, team. Any questions or points? All right, if not, Nardos.
Thank you so much, Emery, for the updates on organizational updates. Now we have the conclusive remarks, and Clement is going to give us along with the quote of the day. Thank you.
Right. Thanks, Tim. So for the conclusive remark for this week, what I'm going to talk about has nothing to do with work, because also we have a life. And what I've seen this week, I've seen life. I've seen people, they have started creating life. Like when you go to the pool, I can't compete. Like their morning runs, like people they have started creating life, and that's something really good. And as we continue on, let's keep that happening. Now, for today's quote, it says, "Do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better." So now, this one, when I read this quote, I started now trying to understand which kind of example should I give. Back when I was in high school, I was shy. I remember the first time when I was campaigning to be the head boy of the school. You know, like, do you have head boys in Ethiopia? Like a student representative, yeah. So I had some friends, they were hyping me up. I could see the crowd. Other guys, when they came, they just gave the vibe and everything. So for me, when they gave me the mic, when they gave me the mic, I just took the mic. I looked at the crowd. I almost fainted. I was like, hello. Put down the mic, go back. Everyone was like, what's going on? Like, what campaign is this? And I had prepared. I had written down everything. Man, and I had a lot of friends. Like, they were helping me out. The administration wanted me to be the representative. So many friends, and they were all disappointed. But when I see that was Clement version 1, if I would be like, man, I'm not good, and I'm not a good speaker, I will never speak in front of people. I'm shy, I'm scared. It will be the same today. But I never gave up. Right now, am I shaking? No, I'm in front of the people. Take this crowd, make it 10 times, 1,000 times. I don't have any problem. But I didn't come like that. It's not like the how I was born. I kept trying. Sometimes failed. Sometimes I was scared. So it's the same like when remember when you wrote your first code, right? Just remember the first app that you created. If you guys are going to put the codes here and we are looking at it, we'll be laughing. But right now, the codes that you are building are different. So guys, what I'm saying is, if you are failing, if you are doing something and you think that is not going well, keep trying to do it better. You will make it. One day you'll be like, I was like that. One day you'll be like, I was not a good speaker. One day you'll be like, I was afraid. One day you'll be like, my code was shitty. But right now, the codes that I have, maybe they're in Apple or maybe they're in AfroChat. Everyone is using it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Clement, and everyone who's joining us in this weekly news. Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend.